welcome back. So Aquarius, this is going to be your September you versus them reading. I'm going to go back and forth between you and the person you might be dealing with. Keep in mind that the reading is general, so the messages can be interchangeable, and also the timeline can be malleable and different for all of you. But let's go ahead and see what we're dealing with, Aquarius, for September. The overall shared energy here. Let's see. You have Pluto. Okay, Scorpio energy for some of you. This is all about transformations, renewals, inner resources, motivation, personal power, evolution, cycles, deaths, rebirths, etc., etc. So this could be a very intense energy, Aquarius. You could be going through a lot of personal transformations during this time, personal changes. There may be changes within this connection during this time frame. Okay, there might be some suspicions involved in September here, or obsessions even, in regards to relationships, whether that's on your side or the person or people you may be dealing with. But for others of you, this is just talking about regaining that personal power and coming into the evolution of who you are, Aquarius. So let's see, your overall energy is the King of Swords. So this is Aquarian energy showing up in your overall, which is good. So that lets me know, Aquarius, that a lot of you are in the driver's seat, so to speak, of your own decision making, your own thinking during this time frame. Okay. This person is the Knight of Swords. Interesting. So look at this depiction. You see, this person is, you know, it says drama on the card, so they might be bringing the drama. I don't know what this is about, but Aquarius, this person is in a communication mode, okay, or they may feel a very strong urge to communicate or say what they need to say, or, you know, just be themselves and say what they want to say. You know what I'm saying? This person may be a little bit more immature with the way that they communicate than you are. Not always, but during this time frame, the energy may be so intense that this person loses control over their words or thoughts, or they may impulsively communicate, Aquarius, where I feel like you're not necessarily feeling that same energy. You might be coming from a more standoffish type of vibe. Okay, so let's see what this is about. Get to the bottom of it, shall we? Woo! So recent past energy is the Four of Swords, the Seven of Cups in the reverse. Oh my gosh. The Four of Coins in the reverse. Then the Knight of Swords and the King of Wands. So Aquarius, in the recent past, I feel like, yeah, you know, you may have taken time to yourself to kind of clear your mind, get some rest. I don't feel like you were overly expressing yourself in the past energy, more of this quiet energy. But and so by doing that, Aquarius, and so by being quiet or quieting your mind, meditating for some of you, it helped clear a lot of confusion that you were dealing with on an emotional level. Because I feel like in the past, there was a lot of disillusionment there as to if your feelings were valid or not. And I think that you were having a hard time really seeing maybe the bigger picture of the situation or this connection. So you may have opted to take some time to yourself, or others of you do some work on letting go in particular, because the Four of Pentacles in the reverse is letting go. So kind of relinquishing that control, Aquarius, which is a little hard for an Aquarian to do. I don't think Aquarian is a controlling sign, but you definitely will control yourself. So I should say, rephrase that. I don't see Aquarians as people that like to control others. More so, they like to control themselves, meaning they're usually very thoughtful, well thought out, I should say, about their approach, what they will say, what they won't say. Like they want to always feel or seem in control of self. That's what I mean. So that might have been something that you were working on in the recent past. And then here's the Knight of Swords, King of Wands. So you might have had some new energy rushing in, a new person rushing in, new connection, new relationship. I just get new. For some of you, it's just a revitalized energy. And now it's like, okay, now I'll speak or now I'll talk, you know, something like that. So you're kind of coming out of the more quiet energy, going into more of a decision-making mode. But I feel like in the past, too, you had some interference here, you know, some anger even that may have kind of blocked your progress a little bit. So if you had lost your temper in the past and said something that you regretted or did something out of frustration or anger, it was like you immediately got slapped with that consequence, or you immediately knew that you needed to withdraw. Okay, because again, Aquarian people don't like to be out of control with emotional expression. And so if in the past you kept letting yourself get dragged into a situation or circumstances where you were losing your temper and you weren't feeling as on top of it as you should have been, then your response was to pull back, pull back, pull back, you know? And that, I see it for a lot of you, that's what you did. So this person's energy is 8 of Cups, Ace of Wands, 10 of Swords. So in the recent past, Aquarius, whoever this is you're dealing with, they had to walk away from some things that were no longer serving them. And they got this spark of passion or this spark of desire to just truly, truly let go. Okay? So I feel like this person, both cards, it's someone with their back turned. So this person may have turned their back on the connection. They may have tried to ignore the intensity of the connection, because I feel like they walked away from the emotional aspect of it, but then there was still like this intense spark here. Could be physical attraction, that type of thing. And so they kind of walked out of the emotion into the fire, so to speak. And then now, or at least in the recent past, they have even walked away from that. So I feel like this person is either learning how to walk away from things that don't serve them, which is good, or they did that in the past, and or they're ignoring the intensity that they feel towards the connection for whatever reason. We'll see. So we're going to look at perception, Aquarius, your perception of this person and their perception of you. Keep in mind that perception is in the eye of the beholder, okay? So it may be your truth, but it may not be this person's truth, and vice versa. So your perception of this connection, 7 of Swords. Okay. What else? Ooh. 3 of Coins. The Ace of Swords. So Aquarius, let me get one more card. I know what it is, but I just want to make sure. Give me one more card. The 6 of Pentacles. So when it comes to this connection, you know, you view this person as lying about wanting to work on things, you think that they lied about wanting to build things with you or cooperate with you. There's deception here. Or maybe you lied to yourself. Maybe, Aquarius, you felt like, yeah, I want to work on things, and then you got, some clarity and then didn't want to give to it anymore for some of you. But I don't feel that's for most of you. I feel like when you see this connection, you see it as something that's elusive, that either you couldn't be yourself in, or this person wasn't being true to themselves, okay? Yet at the same time, there's this cooperative component, and getting clarity about what you want to give your time and energy and what you don't want to give your time and energy to. I feel like your perception is that if you didn't have clarity on this in the past, you absolutely see it exactly for what it is now. And so, Aquarius, if it is that you have decided so that this was a complete facade, then you have put your energy elsewhere, okay, and came to the realization that you need to invest time and energy elsewhere. For others of you, if you came to the conclusion that you'd kind of been lying to yourself and that this was actually worth something giving your time and energy to, then you now are in this space where you want to give more to it than you had in the past. So, yeah, there could be two different scenarios going on, or two different situations or people, where one, you kind of saw the truth that this person's bullshit, and then the other, you saw the potential to grow something, and then you just started investing there. If it's not two people, then it could be two different, where you invested in self and came to some truths about yourself. Okay, so let's see what this person's perception is of the connection. Ace of Swords. Four of Wands. The Chariot and the Devil. So this person's perception, Aquarius, is, you know, that I think that they've run this through their mind quite a bit, actually. When they view the connection, they see it as something that, you know, makes them happy, makes them feel grounded. They would like a family with you, or they have a family with you. They want progress. They want forward momentum. They may be very, very, very attracted to you. And I saw this in the last reading, like almost an obsessive quality to this connection, or coming from this person. And remember, I saw that in the overall energy with the Pluto energy. So if this is resonating, definitely go check out mid-August, because that's a continuation of it. But I feel like, yeah, this person may obsessively think about you, may obsessively think about making a life with you, or, you know, you could be in a commitment with this person. In that case, they're fixated on working with you, Aquarius, and only you. Even if you're not with this person, they're fixated, you know, because the Devil is here. So I do feel like, for some of you, this person, their perception is that you keep them on a string, or they keep you on a string, or they want to keep you on a string. Someone feels kind of like someone's got someone on a string, you know? So let's see what that's about. We're going to go into genuine emotions. So Aquarius, underneath the perception, genuinely, emotionally, how do you feel? How do you feel during this time frame? There's the Devil again. The Devil, the Queen of Wands. The High Priestess. Wow. Okay. Capricorn energy for some of you. Give me one more. Palace of Swords. Wow. And the word that came to mind was "I'll be damned." So Aquarius, if you've ignored your intuition in regards to love in the past, you're going to be damned if you do that again. Okay, so I feel like on an emotional level, that is a really, really strong message. Look at those cards. It's like, yeah, fool me once, maybe. Fool me twice, never. You know, like, I don't know. I feel like you may have, on an emotional level, really needed to seek spiritual guidance, or really need to dive into understanding the higher purpose in order to get out of this vicious cycle of emotion that you had been stuck in. And it could have been because of ignoring the red flags in the past, or ignoring the red flags within yourself, or ignoring the red flags possibly with this person. But like, if we're coming from an emotional space, it's just clear as a bell. You'll be damned if you're going to go down that road again. That's how you feel. That's how you feel. You're not going to allow yourself to be disillusioned again, emotionally speaking, because this is almost, I don't want to say it's anger. It could be. You want to be careful with that anger, because I saw frustration in the recent past. And so emotionally, you know, you could really get revved up during this time frame and come from a place of anger, you know, but it's because you just had it. You just had it. I feel like some of you have just had it. And, you know, you have clarity now. For others of you, it may not be anger. It could be, like I said, this very intense, really powerful energy, but it can be a bit too intense. So you might want to back it off a little bit, Aquarius, you know. So emotionally speaking, though, with the Palace of Swords here, there's clarity, absolute clarity. So you now see the bigger picture, Aquarius, of this connection, not just this connection, just in general, seeing the big picture, lining it up, you know, on an emotional level. So let's see where this person is at emotionally, Aquarius. Where this person's emotions are at for Aquarius. Page of Swords, Nine of Wands. How do they emotionally feel? The Emperor. Nine of Cups. Well, I didn't mean to get this many cards. Six of Swords. The High Priestess. Okay. So it's interesting that the High Priestess is in their emotions, because that was also showing up in your emotion, Aquarius. So I feel like this person, emotionally speaking, they're searching for some answers. They feel on the defense, but yet at the same time, they're also going to be damned if they relinquish control, because this person wants to feel successful and being able to emotionally move forward and have their own higher understanding. And they may be coming to that during this time frame. So you know, whoever it is that you're dealing with, you know, you're going to be damned if you change your mind. This person's going to be damned if they relinquish control, something like that. Two very stubborn personalities here. Could be another fixed element as well. But I have Aries energy here as well. So I just feel like emotionally, this person, they want to figure things out. You know, they want to feel like they are the in control and dominating. That's kind of just their persona. They could be very emotionally focused on success, reaching for financial stability or security. They may be emotionally focused on moving forward. Like I said, a few of them literally moving or traveling, thinking about that. But it's more of an emotional journey, to be honest with you. This person is hoping to kind of emotionally detach from things that they didn't feel they had control over. And if they didn't feel they had control over you, Aquarius, then you're also a part of that equation. And yet at the same time, this person keeps an eye. They may stalk, they may watch, they may check on you, etc. But it's from a distance, I feel, which is interesting, because in your last reading, Aquarius, I felt like someone was driving past your house for some of you, and I don't usually get that message. So that could, I feel like in this reading, this person's a little bit more distant. Okay, and you know, in their approach, maybe, I don't know. But they're searching for success, you know, they want to feel successful in this. So what is the hope? Knight of Coins, the Five of Wands, and it came out in the reverse. Ooh. So you don't want any conflict, Aquarius. You're not looking for that. Like I said, you don't want drama. You want to keep it moving forward, to keep it stable, to keep it grounded. If you feel that this person brings drama, you know, then you, like I said, your approach is to not really meet them on that level. But it's like, if you want to communicate, but be an adult about it, you know? And if you're not going to be an adult about it, then we're not going to communicate. It's all it is. And it's kind of a stern approach, Aquarius. And so I think Aquarians have this very soft, well, most people wouldn't think this, but they do have very big hearts and very empathetic nature to them. But they also have, you know, have a very stern quality to them, especially if you insult their intelligence, you know, and try to come at them or speak down to them. And if that's what this person is doing, then they're going to catch the other side of that sword, which is cold, blunt truth, you know. So this person's hope is the 10 of Cups. They're hoping for emotional fulfillment, family, the whole package, the whole 9 yards. You know, this person is wanting everything plus some, okay? And rightly so. Don't we all deserve that? Of course. So let's look at future energy, Aquarius, and see what that holds. Now, keep in mind, the future energy can be changed with free will. So I'm just kind of giving you a snapshot of what it currently looks like. So 10 of Wands. Yeah, card flip. Oh, dang. 10 of Swords, the 7 of Pentacles. So, letting it go. Whoa! The 6 of Wands and the Star. Wow! Good job, Aquarius. Good job in advance, let me say that, if you do this. So, this person may want to drive you. Okay. They may want to drive you insane. For some reason that came in my mind. Or they may want to, what I meant was, create some sort of drama or conflict or whatever. But I feel like you've had enough of that. You've had enough. Enough. Like done with that behavior. Not going to respond to that behavior. Not going to talk to you like a child. You are not going to talk to me like a child. We're not going to act like teenagers when we're adults. Like, I feel like Aquarius, you almost feel like parenting this person. Like, get your head out of your butt, you know? Some of you, this certainly could be a child, because it can be intimate or platonic. Just take out the physical attraction pieces, but you know, or childlike behaviors, or they may be just behaving like that or being drawn to behave like that during this time frame. But I just feel like this is standing your ground, Aquarius, and feeling very successful in it, feeling very successful in your ability to hold your composure despite whatever this is going on that's causing havoc during this time frame, you know. And I feel like you're just, I wish you guys could see this person's face. They're just kind of looking over at another person and they're just like so unamused. Like, really? That's still the same approach. Wow. Okay. So yeah, it's like so overdone, right? And then you just feel better about yourself, Aquarius, and about the decisions that you've made because of someone or this person really just showing you that they're not capable of change, or that, you know, you are not going to feel this heaviness anymore, and you are going to feel successful regardless, and keep your composure. Keep your composure. Keep your composure. That wanted to come out 3 times. I don't know why, but maybe you need to be reminded of that. Or in September, if you get into a frustrating situation, then you may need to remind yourself, keep your composure. Okay, you might need to come back to the reading. So this person's energy, Aquarius, is the 3 of Cups, the Moon, the 8 of Wands, and then the 8 of Swords. So I do feel like this person, in their future energy, it's they want to reunite, Aquarius, on an emotional level, and they may actually communicate that, but right now, I think it's more of a thought process, like, well, what would I say? What would I do? I don't know what this is. They're getting stuck in their own head. They're getting stuck in their own way. So it's like, this person wants to feel the supportive energy, but then they keep getting drowned in their own emotions, and the communication is off. There's something off about this person's communication. They may get overwhelmed at some point in September in life in general, or in another relationship, or within your relationship, and then say something out of frustration, or say something out of this place of feeling like, you know, just that they can't hold on to the emotion anymore, or just a very emotional response, period. And then they may immediately regret it, you know, it immediately puts them in their head, or it immediately puts you in your head, Aquarius. So if this person is communicating, if you've had an ending with this person, okay, let's start there. And they communicate with you, it's because they want to put you back in your head, to keep you on this string. Not because they plan on doing anything substantial with it. It's just they're obsessed, and that's what obsessed people do. They just hold people on a string. Okay, so don't fall for that, Aquarius. And I feel like you guys already know, and you already know emotionally you'll be damned if you do that again. You know, not saying you wouldn't be kind to this person, but you're not going to go for that again, you know. If you're in an active connection with this person, then I just feel like they may get emotionally overwhelmed during this time frame and say something they don't mean, or say something that, like, they're coming from a place of fear. They may be expressing their anxieties to you, or expressing some emotional things that they've been stuck in their head about, and they'll actually feel a lot better once they do, because then it lightens the mood. Okay? So maybe this person needs to process that, okay? And like I said, even if you had an ending, I don't think this person's intentions are good if they communicate, Aquarius, and you've had an ending, a true ending with this person. But at the same time, even if they don't get the response they want, it releases them from the energy, and they actually feel better regardless of your response, you know. So it's an interesting outcome. Whew, I'm going to leave it there because that was intense, and we're at 30 minutes. The zodiac signs you could be dealing with. I have Taurus, Pisces, Capricorn, Aries, Leo, Capricorn again, Cancer. Could be another Aquarius. Could be Libra. Capricorn again. I said Aries, Sagittarius, Scorpio. Those are the primary zodiac signs I have out, but keep in mind it can be any zodiac sign. It's a general reading for lots and lots of people, so take what resonates, leave the rest. Either way, I'm wishing you guys the very best. Please do let me know in the comments down below if you enjoyed it. Also, you can check me out for more fun stuff, and you can catch me live on Facebook and Instagram. Also linked down in the description box below, as well as linked in my About section. If you like what I'm wearing and you like my bracelet, which is a Tree of Life bracelet, you can get your own at my sister's online boutique, also linked below. Either way, wishing you the best, Aquarius, and until next time, my friends, namaste.